Today I will talk about digital transformation journey at Waberer. And this company I work for is basically in the logistic industry. And after a short introduction, I will talk about the journey with SAP. And I try to summarize the most important benefits and lessons learned we had so far. And finally, I will talk about the ongoing activities and future plans. Actually, I started my career at SAP 20 years ago. It was it was fun, and after that I worked for different industries like oil and gas, telco, and so on. And now I work for Waberer, and 4 years ago I was promoted to the CIO position. I came from Hungary. This is a small landlocked country in Central Europe. And if you have time, it's definitely worth to visit because we have a lot of fun facts, actually. We have more than 1,000 thermal springs. We have a very weird language. We have the biggest parliamentary building in the world with almost 700 rooms. And there are a lot of famous inventions. So if you have time to read and if you have time to travel, then I definitely recommend to see Hungary and to read it about. And we are very proud of the country, and we are also very proud of the company. This company has 75 years old history, and basically it was first a road transportation company for domestic and for international road transportation. Now it is, as of today, it's more than a road transportation company. We positioning or we are usually saying that it's more about a complex logistics service provider. We have a lot of warehouses. We have freight forwarding solutions, not only by road, by air, and by sea as well. We have an insurance company. We have a real estate development company or department, and so on. So let me start a short video about Waberer Group, who we are.
We at Waberer Group have been a true team for 75 years. Our versatility, customer-centric approach, complexity, and passion for logistics have enabled us to become a major service provider in Europe. We are proud that a product supplied or stored by our group can be found in every household in Hungary. Every pallet and parcel we handle carries a story, and these stories become part of our everyday lives. We believe that sustainable, well-functioning logistics is the foundation of each and every success and creates opportunities for future generations. In our work, we remain committed to making sure important things reach their targets day by day.
Every good presentation contains a lot of figures. So, but I don't want to talk about figures. But what is really important from this slide is that you can see here the revenue and the EBIT, the profit margin. And based on this, you can see that this is a super low margin industry. So the whole logistic industry in Europe, it's really super low margin, and we have to be very cost effective. We have to reduce the cost, and this is really important regarding the IT solutions as well. Together with SAP, we started our journey in 2017. At that time, the very first version of S/4HANA was implemented, 15.11, who remember? Almost nobody, I think. At that time, we implemented it as a first Hungarian customer, and we replaced Oracle e-business suite. Earlier, we were a quite big Oracle customer, and at that time, we changed Oracle to SAP solutions. After S/4HANA implementation, we implemented the transportation management in 2019 and also BTP. At that time, it was called HCP, HANA Cloud Platform. Now it is called BTP. And we also, we changed the custom Oracle solution as well here. After that, we had some difficult years because of COVID, but last year we upgraded the S/4HANA version to the latest one, at that time the latest one. So we have 7 years experience with SAP already, and we are very proud that we were the first with the SAP S/4HANA implementation. We got the Gold Award in the Central Eastern Europe region. We are very open for the cloud solutions as well. We delivered the first or among the first 3 cloud solution in Hungary. We also have a lot of experience with embedded analytics, CDSU-based analytics, and big data analytics, where we are combining the telematics data with SAP data. And even last year, my presentation was a part of the SAP Innovation Award finalist. So we are very proud of our projects. And as you can see that we have a lot of SAP and non-SAP systems as well. And as I mentioned, we are a very low margin company. And usually a lot of people are asking me that why we are using SAP, and usually they are saying that SAP is very expensive, SAP is not really flexible, so why we are using SAP? And I'm always saying that it depends how we are using the SAP solution. So if you are using on more or less a standard way, then it won't be too expensive. And in my understanding, there are 3 levels of applications, 3 layers. The first one is commodities for me. You are, as you know, we are a logistic company, not an IT company. So for me, finance, controlling, materials management, even group level financial consolidation is commodity. So I don't want to waste money and time. I just would like to use the standard functionality, and that's it. And I would say 90% should be covered by standard solution. And typically S/4HANA can help us. On the second layer, we have the industry-specific applications. In our industry, this can be transportation management. And in that case, I would say that if we can use TM at least 70% on a standard way, then it's a good choice, and we can use it. On a third level, on a third layer, we have the competitive advantages. We would like to focus to that level, and for example, pricing, optimization engines are there, and as you can see, we are using SAP BTP technology, and you can see there the Microsoft logo. We are also using custom-built Microsoft-based solutions as well. And I don't want to talk about the details about our architecture, but you can see we have a lot of SAP and non-SAP applications as well, and we are able to integrate them. I think since we have HANA platform and HANA database, it's much easier. So we have to integrate those systems into other non-SAP systems as well. And when we are talking about an example, like when I pick the order to cash process, then you can see examples from these 3 layers. So you can see, for example, we are covering credit management, invoicing, accounts receivables, and so on, using SAP S/4HANA more or less on a standard way. And when, for example, we are talking about industry-specific things like order management or transport execution, then we can use the TM. And of course, we have custom-built solutions as well. For example, our driver settlement is a fully custom-built SAP BTP application. So we can use all the 3 layers, and we can put together the whole process. And at the end of the line, we are using Microsoft-based data warehousing and advanced analytics solutions. Benefits and lessons learned, there are a lot. So everybody knows that it's not so easy to implement an SAP system. especially if you are replacing your core system, as we did. And I don't want to read all the points, but what I would like to highlight is that it's very important for us we don't want to have dependency on smaller IT companies. And once we are working together with SAP, it is much better, because earlier we worked together with smaller companies, and it was not okay. So in case of SAP products, it's a really big benefit for us to work together. Bigger companies, we have the long-term support, we have the long-term vision, and we can use those solutions. And the other thing is, which is very important, that we can meet the strict SOD requirements. This is the segregation of duties requirements. So there are a lot of benefits what we can see when we are using SAP systems. On the other hand, of course, there are a lot of lessons learned what we realized. And the first one is one of the most important, is that an SAP implementation is not an IT project. It's more about business, it's more about people, it's more about processes, but it's not an IT project, and it should be managed by business, and it should not be managed by IT. And one other thing is, what I would like to highlight is that everybody is saying that the board level support, the C-level support is very important. Yes, it's very important, but I'm always saying it's not enough. So in my experience, that the middle managers should be involved and should be part of the project. And if you can involve them, then you can reach the success. And of course, we introduced project bonuses as well, and it is it works simply. And one other thing is that my favorite is that master data. In my experience is that master data is key. So if you have clean and well-structured master data, then you can do anything you want. But if you do not have it, then it simply won't work. So, and of course, the last one is that it's very important to find the right partner. Thank you, LeverX, because in our case, LeverX was key to success. And I think it was critical because we do not have local resources in Hungary regarding SAP TM. Nowadays, more or less, but at that time, simply there was no local resources and local knowledge regarding the TM solution. And one message to SAP, if somebody is sitting here, that for us the licensing is a nightmare, to be honest. So if I can send one message to SAP, then please simplify the licensing. As you can see on the right-hand side, that we have some products, and the metrics. Sometimes it's user-based, sometimes it's revenue-based, sometimes it's memory-based, sometimes it's concurrent sessions-based, sometimes it's employees-based, and sometimes it's core-based. So, so if somebody knows that how much will be the bill at the end of the day, then I will bring a beer. So, so to be honest, it's basically a pain point for us, because we would like to do the technical upgrade by the end of 27 because of the product life cycle, and we have to do the license conversion, and this will be very expensive and very hard to do. So this licensing part was the biggest pain point for us, and it seems it will be in the future as well. Maybe the most important and most interesting part is the ongoing activities and the future plans. I would like to highlight one project, and this is not an HP advertisement, but I would like to highlight this, that currently we are running the system in on-premise infrastructure, And my favorite choice, or my default choice, was Microsoft Azure. I just wanted to migrate the system to the Azure cloud. And but it was very interesting, because after we did a 5-year TCO, comprehensive TCO calculation, then just we realized that we should choose HP GreenLake solution, because we understand, or we realize that most of the benefits are offered by the hyperscalers, can be offered by GreenLake as well. And the cost seems to be much lower for the migration and also for as well. So you can see the left-hand side, the cloud benefits. We are very open for the cloud. We are using a lot of things in Azure cloud. We are using BTP. But in that case, we can see the cloud-like benefits and also additional benefits covered by HP GreenLake. So just one thing I want to tell, that if you would like to migrate, or if you would like to change the infrastructure, I would definitely propose to create the TCO calculation, and you can see on the right-hand side the cost components, what we have covered, what we have taken into consideration on OPEX and on the CAPEX side. And please calculate it for 5 or 6 years, not only for 3 years. The future plans, we have a boring part. I will drop. Just we would like to do the embedded transportation management upgrade. We would like to extend the functionality for LTL. LTL is groupage, less than a truckload, and for air and sea freight forwarding. And also we would like to replace the old strategic enterprise management business consolidation module to the new group reporting. But what is more interesting is that we have a lot of ongoing AI-related or AI-supported projects as well. Just to name a few, for example, we are calculating, we are creating optimal fuel calculations based on AI. We are creating ETA calculation-based ferry bookings and parking lot bookings for the vehicles. We are working on an RPA robots. These are the software robots, in order to create the biddings during the night and to create the order management manual tasks as well. And of course, as you probably know, in Europe, the most important document for our transport is the CMR document, and it's still a paper-based document. Driver is creating a photo and sending back to the back office. And in that case, we are using AI-based algorithms in order to improve the quality of the document, in order to attach to the freight order, in order to send back if it is not okay, in order to classify the document, it is invoicing relevant or not, and things like this. And maybe one thing which can be interesting for you is that we understand that if we would like to hire young guys from Generation Z, then we would like to simplify the processes and simplify the UIs. And one of my favorite projects is to create simplified user interfaces based on BTP. And I would like to push this project because I think this is crucial for the future. And last one, what I would like to mention is that the driver behavior alerting. We have an ongoing project together with a bus company, and basically what we are doing is collecting telematics data regarding the drivers, the driver driving style. And if somebody is driving dangerously, we are just getting a real-time alert, and we can call the driver, we can replace the driver. So I think this will be very, very important for safety. Thank you very much for your time.